Okay, it'll be 60 weeks that you all have protested in front of the Harris County Courthouse. Tell me why.
We've been picketing since the release of the Chad Holly tape to make an outcry and an appeal to the community of Houston that we need an independent civilian oversight review board that has subpoena and prosecutorial power, because the district attorney's office continues to allow police officers to get away with murdering, beating, and torturing us with no due cause, no process. There always being no bill. So we've been consistently out in front of the courthouse. We started the first 30 weeks out in front of the city of Houston City Hall to let the mayor and the police chief know that we stood firm on this issue. And we've moved our picket line since then to the courthouse. And this will be week 30 coming up this Tuesday. We're out there every Tuesday at 12 noon demanding justice for all the victims of police brutality. There's a big problem in this city. There's been over 2,400 and counting cases of police brutality since in the last 10 years, not one police officer has been indicted. We say that is a travesty, and it goes in coalition to what we were here for today for Trayvon Martin. There was an element of clannish activity going on across the nation that says that black life does not mean anything, and that if we are beaten or murdered, no justice will ever be found out. So we want to take it into the hands of the people.
That's right. And
create an independent oversight board that holds our elected officials accountable, that's empowered by the people and for the people. We don't want it to be the same board that they have now, that's just appointed by the mayor and city council people, that has no subpoena power or no prosecutorial power. We want to set a precedent, because Houston has the worst record across the nation for police brutality. Harris County stands number 1, New York is number 2, and Houston is number 3 for incidences of police brutality. We want to set a precedent across the nation that Houston is the first-class city, and we're going to make change that's been long overdue in Houston, Texas.
And the question is, who's guarding the guardians?
That's right.
That's the big question. How could police effectively decide on, how can police investigate or make a determination on another police officer?
That's right.
With fairness and with equity. It just doesn't happen. So who's guarding the guardian?
What we've shown is the consistency that's necessary to bring about change, because we get emotional. There's a lot of emotion behind it, but we said we want something structural that changes and have some transparency. Put the power in the hands of the people. It's in other cities they have this. That civilian review board also needs proper funding.
That's right.
The police officers as well as citizens should be able to go to an independent body and let the people, the taxpayers, see what's going on, and that's not happening.
Now it's been 60 weeks. Where do you get your endurance from?
We get our endurance every time we turn on the news and we see that somebody's been shot and murdered, no justice.
And we have a love for
We get our endurance by walking down our community and see young men snatched off the street every night for walking down the street, for riding their bike down the street, for just looking black, like Trayvon Martin. That's a part of what we are born into, and it's our duty, this generation, because the generations before us with the civil rights movement, they laid the foundation. But this is the human rights movement, and we're standing firm, and we're going to change the way this system is by all means necessary. So, and also I want to make a point,
our ancestors,
and our ancestors, it is what we have to do. We don't have any choice in this. But also I got to say, out of those 2,400 cases of police brutality filed, 80% of those were police filed against police. So you have police officers in the department that complain against other police officers, and then they're marginalized. Their voices are not being heard. So we have to have something new. It's okay that you still have the DA's office, but we need something new, something firm. And we're not saying it's the solution, but it's a step for justice.